In the decades following its independence in 1947, India has undergone a profound transformation, evolving from a primarily agrarian economy to an emerging global powerhouse in technology, manufacturing, and strategic geopolitical influence. As we stand in 2023, India's journey from liberalization in 1991 to becoming the fifth largest economy globally with a GDP of approximately $3.5 trillion is not just a testament to its resilience, but a blueprint for its ambitious path forward. This video explores the multifaceted dynamics of India's growth, driven by its robust IT sector, burgeoning pharmaceutical industry, and expansive manufacturing capabilities. As cities like Bengaluru and Hyderabad become global tech hubs, and initiatives like Digital India and Make in India propel the country toward a digitally empowered and industrially robust future. India is not just participating in the global economy, but is poised to shape its trajectory. We delve into how India's strategic participation in international organizations like BRICS and QUAD enhances its geopolitical stature, and how its demographic dividend, characterized by a young and growing workforce, could redefine its economic landscape. However, this journey is lined with challenges ranging from infrastructural deficits to environmental concerns, which India aims to navigate through innovative policies and strategic global alliances. Looking ahead, we examine projections that see India as a leading economy by the mid-21st century, driven by technological advancements and sustainability initiatives. As the world watches, India's actions today will undoubtedly resonate through the century, shaping not only its own destiny, but also influencing global economic and political orders. Join us as we unfold the story of India's rise, exploring how this nation is not only seizing opportunities, but also addressing its challenges head-on, setting a benchmark for sustainable and inclusive growth in a rapidly changing world. Historical overview. Following its independence in 1947, India embarked on a transformative journey to reshape its colonial economy into one of self-sufficiency. Initially adopting a socialist-inspired approach, the government focused on heavy industries and centralized planning, protected by strict trade regulations and a closed market. Historically, India had been a significant contributor to the global economy, accounting for about 25% of global GDP prior to British colonization. However, extensive deindustrialization during British rule severely reduced its economic standing. The pivotal moment came in 1991 amid a severe economic crisis, when India implemented sweeping liberalization policies under the guidance of then Finance Minister Dr. Manmohan Singh. These reforms marked a dramatic shift away from earlier protective policies, significantly reducing tariffs and import duties, deregulating markets, and inviting foreign investments. Additionally, significant emphasis was placed on privatization and opening sectors like telecom and IT to global competition. These changes revitalized the entrepreneurial spirit across the nation and positioned India as an attractive destination for global investors, catalyzing rapid economic growth that has since turned India into one of the world's fastest-growing economies and an emerging global power. The profound impact of these reforms set the stage for a modern, outward-looking India, eager to engage with the global economy. Current economic landscape. As of 2023, India's GDP ranks as the fifth largest globally, reaching an estimated $3.5 trillion. The country's growth trajectory has been robust, with a projected annual increase of approximately 6.5%, distinguishing it as one of the fastest-growing major economies even amid global uncertainties. Key industries and economic drivers. Information technology and services. India's IT sector is not just a cornerstone of its economy, but a global powerhouse, contributing roughly 8% to the national GDP. Cities like Bengaluru, Hyderabad, and Pune are at the forefront, housing major IT firms such as Infosys, TCS, and Wipro, which serve clients worldwide. The sector's growth is propelled by strong demand for digital transformation services and software development. Pharmaceuticals. India is integral to the global pharmaceutical supply chain, particularly in generics and vaccines, contributing significantly to global healthcare. The sector exports to more than 200 countries, with the U.S. being a major market. Indian pharmaceutical companies are pivotal in driving accessibility and affordability in global health. Textiles and apparel. This sector, one of the oldest industries in India, employs about 45 million people and contributes 2.3% to India's GDP. It is also a significant part of India's export, with a share of around 11%, showcasing traditional craftsmanship combined with modern technology. Automotive industry. India is a key player in the global automotive market, recognized for its cost-effective production and large domestic market. It is the fifth largest manufacturer of cars and commercial vehicles in the world. The industry is an important driver of the manufacturing sector, contributing significantly to both GDP and employment. Demographic dynamics. India's demographic profile provides a formidable advantage and challenge. Over 50% of its population is below the age of 25, and more than 65% is under the age of 35. This youthful demographic fuels demand in consumer markets and drives digital adoption, but also poses a critical need for creating substantial employment opportunities. Economic reforms and initiatives. Recent reforms have aimed at improving ease of doing business and attracting foreign direct investment. Initiatives like Make in India have been designed to position India as a hub for global manufacturing through strategic partnerships and incentives. Furthermore, digital initiatives like Digital India aim to expand internet access and e-governance, tapping into the country's digital potential to boost growth and innovation. Challenges and strategic directions. Despite its growth, India faces challenges such as infrastructure deficits, regulatory complexities, and social disparities that could impact long-term sustainability. Addressing these will require continued reforms, investment in infrastructure, and policies geared towards social equity and sustainable development. In conclusion, India's economic landscape reflects a blend of dynamic growth sectors and a young, vibrant population. Its integration into the global economy and strategic use of demographic and industrial strengths will be crucial for sustaining growth and achieving long-term economic objectives. As India navigates these opportunities and challenges, it continues to shape its role as a major economic player on the world stage. India in global trade. India's strategic position in the global trade network is reinforced by its deep and diverse trade relationships with key global economies. The United States, China, and the European Union are particularly significant partners, each playing a distinct role in India's economic strategy and development. United States, the U.S. is not only India's largest export market, but also a vital source of investment. In 2022, bilateral trade with the U.S. was valued at over $119 billion. Key exports to the U.S. include precious stones, pharmaceuticals, and software, while significant imports comprise oil and machinery. The strong trade ties are further bolstered by extensive bilateral agreements aiming to enhance technological, defense, and energy cooperation. China. China serves as one of India's largest sources of imports, particularly for raw materials, machinery, and electronic components essential for India's manufacturing sectors. Despite geopolitical tensions, the trade volume with China reached nearly $125 billion in 2022. This complex relationship underscores the intertwined economic dependencies that challenge and sustain India's supply chain dynamics. European Union. The EU is a critical trade partner for India, with a trade volume exceeding $104 billion in the same period. The EU's demand for Indian textiles, agricultural products, and chemicals contributes significantly to India's export diversity. Ongoing negotiations for a broad-based trade and investment agreement are likely to further deepen and expand these relations. Major exports and imports. India's global trade is underpinned by key exports, including software services, petroleum products, gems and jewelry, and textiles. These sectors are crucial for the economy, providing significant foreign exchange and employment. On the import front, India heavily relies on crude oil, precious metals, and electronics, which are critical to its industrial and technological sectors. Foreign direct investment, FDI, post-economic liberalization, India has experienced substantial foreign direct investment across diverse sectors. FDI inflows reached a record $84 billion in the fiscal year 2021-2022, reflecting global confidence in India's market potential and business environment. Significant investments have been observed in technology, automotive, and renewable energy sectors. Recent government initiatives to streamline FDI include simplifying procedures and regulations in defense, civil aviation, and retail. These reforms aim to attract further foreign capital, technology transfer, and enhance job creation. Strategic economic initiatives. India's proactive role in international forums like the G20, BRICS, and WTO highlights its strategic economic diplomacy. India's push for reforming global economic governance and advocating for the interests of developing nations signifies its growing influence and commitment to shaping a balanced global economic order. As India continues to enhance its presence in global trade and investment, its economic strategies are poised to yield substantial benefits, not only enhancing its economic stature, but also asserting its influence in shaping regional and global economic policies. Technological advancements. India has firmly established itself as a global powerhouse in information technology, significantly impacting both the national economy and the worldwide software and services market. The technology sector, centered in tech hubs like Bengaluru, Hyderabad, and Pune, has been instrumental in driving economic growth and establishing India as a premier destination for software development and IT outsourcing. Industry impact and growth. The IT and software services sector substantially contributes to India's GDP, with an estimated contribution of 8% in 2023. It employs over 4.5 million people directly and many more indirectly across various related services. Major Indian firms like Infosys, TCS, and Wipro compete globally, providing services to Fortune 500 companies and innovating in fields such as artificial intelligence, machine learning, and cloud computing. Startup ecosystem. India's startup ecosystem is among the world's most vibrant, reflecting significant growth in sectors like e-commerce, fintech, and edtech. Bengaluru, often referred to as the Silicon Valley of India, alone hosts over 30% of Indian startups, including unicorns like Flipkart, Paytm, and educational technology leader Byju's. The startup scene has thrived due to robust venture capital activity, with Indian startups raising over $10 billion in funding in the first half of 2023. Government initiatives. The Digital India Initiative, launched by the government, plays a pivotal role in transforming India into a digitally empowered society. This comprehensive campaign includes the development of secure and scalable digital infrastructures, such as the BharatNet project, which aims to provide high-speed internet connectivity to over 250,000 villages nationwide. Other components focus on digitizing government services to enhance transparency and accessibility, and promoting digital literacy across diverse demographic segments. Digital infrastructure and manufacturing. Significant efforts are underway to expand India's digital infrastructure and local electronics manufacturing. Under the Make in India initiative, the government has incentivized the setup of data centers and the local production of electronic goods, including mobile phones, under schemes like PLI, Production Linked Incentive. As a result, India is set to host some of the world's largest mobile factories and semiconductor fabs, which are expected to reduce dependency on imports and boost technological self-sufficiency. Innovation and research. India is also investing in future technologies through dedicated innovation hubs and research centers. Initiatives like the Atal Innovation Mission, AIM, and the establishment of centers of excellence in areas such as data analytics, cybersecurity, and IoT are geared towards fostering innovation and developing advanced technical skills among the youth. Through these combined efforts of the public and private sectors, India is not merely keeping pace with global technological advancements, but is also aspiring to lead in several domains. The integration of traditional IT strengths with aggressive entrepreneurial ventures and substantial government support is paving the way for a future where technology continues to drive significant economic and societal progress. Challenges and opportunities. While India's economic trajectory points towards sustained growth and global integration, the nation faces significant challenges that temper this progress. Despite significant progress, poverty continues to be a major concern as a considerable segment of the population remains below the international poverty line. This is exacerbated by unemployment rates that, despite various job creation efforts, continue to leave many, especially the youth, without stable employment opportunities. Infrastructure deficits further strain economic capabilities. Inadequate transport networks, inconsistent power supply, and underdeveloped urban planning hinder both daily life and business activities, impacting economic efficiency and growth prospects. Environmental concerns also pose a major challenge. India is one of the world's largest consumers of coal and faces severe air and water pollution issues. The need for sustainable development is urgent to combat the effects of climate change and ensure environmental health and safety. However, within these challenges lie immense opportunities. India has the potential to become a leader in renewable energy. It is making significant strides in solar and wind energy, aiming to achieve an ambitious renewable energy capacity which could radically alter its energy consumption patterns and reduce reliance on fossil fuels. In the realm of space technology, India's ISRO has already marked its prowess through cost-effective satellite launches and missions like the Mars Orbiter, positioning it as a key player in the global space industry. This expertise opens doors to commercial satellite launches and collaborations with international space agencies. Digital education represents another growth frontier. With a vast young population and increasing internet penetration, Digital learning platforms have the opportunity to revolutionize education, making it more accessible and inclusive across diverse geographic and socioeconomic landscapes. India's path is clearly laden with both hurdles and prospects. Tackling these challenges head-on while leveraging its areas of opportunity, like renewable energy, space exploration, and digital education, could not only transform its own economic landscape, but also set a global benchmark for sustainable and inclusive growth. Global influence and future outlook. Economic growth projections. Forecasts from prominent global institutions paint a promising picture for India's economic future. The International Monetary Fund, IMF, projects India to grow at around 7% annually for the next decade, positioning it as one of the fastest-growing economies into the mid-21st century. Beyond that, studies by economic think tanks suggest that if India continues its current growth trajectory, it could become the world's second-largest economy by the 2060s, driven by advancements in technology and an increase in manufacturing capacity. Technological leadership. India is expected to emerge as a global leader in technology and innovation. According to research by McKinsey & Company, digital adoption could contribute significantly to GDP growth, potentially adding billions to the economy by 2030. As home to the world's second-largest internet user base, India's influence in global tech and e-commerce markets is anticipated to expand substantially. This includes leadership in AI development, space technology, and cybersecurity solutions, tapping into its vast pool of engineering talent. Demographic dividend. India's demographic advantage will remain significant until the mid-century, with a large portion of its population in the working age group. This provides a substantial boost to the labor force, provided there are adequate job creation and skill development. According to the United Nations Development Program, harnessing this demographic potential through educational advancements and training in high-demand sectors is crucial for achieving sustained economic growth. Environmental initiatives and sustainability. India's commitment to renewable energy is set to redefine its energy landscape. The government's pledge to achieve 50% energy from renewable resources by 2030 and the target of net zero emissions by 2070 are ambitious. Research from the Energy and Resources Institute predicts that with the right policies and technology adoption, India could become a global leader in green energy, significantly reducing its carbon footprint while fueling economic growth. Geopolitical influence. India's role on the global stage is expected to strengthen throughout the century. As per the analyses by various geopolitical think tanks, India's strategic location, coupled with its economic and military capabilities, will allow it to play a central role in Indo-Pacific affairs and beyond. Its participation in international forums like the G20 and WTO is likely to grow in importance, advocating for the interests of developing nations and influencing global economic governance. Challenges and resilience. Despite these positive projections, India faces substantial challenges, including managing its urbanization, environmental degradation, and social disparities. Addressing these will be crucial for sustainable development. According to World Bank reports, strategic investments in health, education, and urban infrastructure, along with reforms in governance, will be vital for overcoming these hurdles. Conclusion. India's ascent from a post-colonial economy to a dynamic global powerhouse highlights a journey of strategic transformation and bold reforms. Currently ranked as the world's fifth-largest economy with a GDP of approximately $3.5 trillion, India stands as a testament to what visionary leadership and pragmatic policies can achieve. With key sectors like technology, pharmaceuticals, and manufacturing driving growth, India is not just keeping pace with global trends, but is actively shaping them. The nation faces its share of challenges, including infrastructure needs and environmental concerns. Yet its approach to these issues is as innovative as it is proactive, with significant investments in sustainable development and digital infrastructure. These efforts are complemented by India's young and vibrant workforce, poised to propel the country into new heights of economic prosperity and social progress. Looking to the future, India is on track to redefine global economic standards, with its influence expected to grow across technological innovation, green energy, and international trade. The world is watching as India positions itself as a leader in the global narrative of growth and sustainability. Join us to explore more about India's remarkable journey and its impact on the global stage. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for insightful content that delves into how nations like India are navigating the complexities of our interconnected world. Hit the subscribe button now and become part of our community that stays ahead in understanding global dynamics.